channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome back to another weekly vlog. I am literally picking this vlog up right where I left off in my other vlog, so it'll be a good time. I'm not reading a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not reading a lot, but we are coming to the end of the month where I am starting a brand new TBR. So hopefully that will refresh me and revive me to get my reading back on track. I've been trying to do that for about a month and a half now, and it's not really working, but I'm going to continue to try my best. So I'm gonna bring you guys along the journey and let you guys know what I'm currently reading, which is Black Swan Affair by K.L. Craig. I'm about halfway through this one, hoping to finish this one up before I leave on my trip to Boston on Wednesday. It's currently Monday, and I'm halfway through. I have 5 hours and like 30 minutes left on the audiobook in regular speed, and I have that bumped up to 3.5, so it shouldn't take me too much longer to finish that one, but I am really enjoying it. I will talk a little bit about that more. I'm on my lunch and in a rush. I just wanted to start off this vlog. I am traveling, so there will be some traveling content. It's going to be a crazy couple of days. I have a lot of content to film before I go, all of the end of the month stuff and beginning of the month stuff, so that I'm not stressed about trying to get things done while I'm away. Obviously can't do that there, and then when I come back, hopefully I won't have too much to film. I just have to get some editing done, some pictures taken, some stuff for my author, all of that fun stuff and regular stuff that my normal life consists of. But oh, okay, don't take the whole thing down. But I just wanted to start off this vlog, say happy Monday. Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful start to your week, or whenever it is that you're watching this, and let's go ahead and get the party started.
Someone must have broken my heart, like really torn it apart in another life, in another life. Someone must have really fucked me up, like caused my heart to stop in.
Besties, I just filmed a video, a very extensive video I might add. Look at the absolute mess that is my floor right now. Every single book I don't own is currently sitting on the floor, and I have to put it back, so pray for me. I'll come back in a few with updates, actual updates on books, because I do have some.
In another life, otherwise I don't know why I keep coming back to this, keep fighting all of it. Don't trust that there's love to give. I don't know why I just can't believe in it, like somehow I can't commit. Guess I have to admit, yeah, I got an issue with love, yeah, I got an issue with trust, really bad at opening up. Yeah, I got an issue with love, yeah, I got an issue with trust, worry that it won't be enough. Yeah. Someone must have made me feel bad, but who I was and what I had to give. Oh, someone must have told me a lie, really played with my mind in another life. Otherwise, I don't know why I keep coming back to this, keep fighting all of it. Don't trust that there's love to give. I don't know why I just can't believe it, like somehow I can't commit. Guess I have to admit, yeah, I got an issue with love. Yeah.
Okay, besties, don't mind the mess, but I figured that since I'm refilling my TBR cart with brand new books, well, not brand new books, but I rethought kind of my strategy for my TBR cart. I figured I would bring you guys along the journey of filling it back up. So I have some books here and then up here that I would like to fit onto the cart. I am very particular about the height on my books, so I have to like go in order, and it bothers me if they don't. So I'm gonna try my best to get them in height order just by like sight alone before I decide like where everything's gonna go. But so far I have Funny Stories, Sick Boys, and Catch the Sun by Jennifer Hartman. This is Clarissa Wilde and Emily Henry. I still have not read her newest release. I would love to, but I don't know, I just haven't picked it up. And these are just books that I'm excited about, and or books that I feel like fit the fall vibes. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand everything up against my ottoman here, just to get a better idea of the height of everything, and then I can kind of slot things in where they go. Hopefully all of these fit, but I won't know until I try. So we're gonna do our very best. Let's see, I don't know if all of these are actually gonna fit on the shelf, but we're gonna try. Oh, a lot of these same ones came off of my TBR cart previously, and some of these are newer. Some of these are actually on my TBR for this month, so they need to go right back on there. I'm gonna keep Empire the Vampire on because that's a really great, what I feel like would be a really great fall read. I'm gonna try to keep the contemporaries and romances like to themselves and then the fantasy down at the bottom, but I might not have all the space for that, so we'll see. I'm trying to get like good fall reads, slashers and secrets by what is that? A.R. Breck. Sounds like it would be a good fall read. Same thing with The Sinner. Is that all the tall ones? I don't know. Yeah, I think those are all the tall ones. Okay, the rest are going to be just like traditionally, no, self-published size books. So I'm going to go with that. Pen pals on my TBR, so I don't have to worry about that one. That obviously was not the right size. Let's see. Under Rock by Mariana Zapata, another one that's on my list for, it's been on my list for a while, if I'm being honest, but I need to get to it. I want to put the 2 Liz Tomford books up there. Are these tall enough? I don't know. They are tall enough. I don't like that not all the books will be right next to each other. That kind of bothers me, so let's see if I can make them fit. No! Why do you hate me? Okay, I got it to fit. Barely, but I got it to fit. Okay. Let's spin it around on this side. Can these? Put Catherine Cowles on this side. This is actually on my TBR for this month, so I won't worry about that one. Maybe Swift and Saddled. Yeah, that can go there. Lie, maybe. Maybe I can get this entire Elsie Silver series on there. Let's see. It's a stiff fit, but it does fit, so we'll put those on there. Put the 2 Abby Jimenez books that I still have left to read. I hate that all of her books are different sizes. Let's maybe put Losers and Madam. I need things that are a little bit more loosey-goosey and not as stiff because I'm running out of space. Okay, we'll do these 2 fall books. We have Hollow's Eve and Mischief Night. And we'll call it there because obviously that was a tight squeeze. Okay. Well, I still have quite a few books down here on the floor that I wanted to fit, and I wanted this to be mostly fantasy so I can pull some of the fantasy off the shelves over there. I don't think that that's going to be, whoops, the case. So,
I got an issue with trust. The reason doesn't mean no. It keeps feeling like everybody keeps winning. World keeps on spinning, but without me, oh. It keeps feeling like I stay blind to something that everybody.
So I got this one completely filled, and this side is completely filled with more contemporary fall romances or series that I want to continue and finish. But I think I can fit about 5 fantasies on the bottom shelf here. So let's go to my fantasy shelf, my fantasy shelf, and see what I want to pull off and put onto the cart for priority reads. So let's do it. Okay, to be honest, I really don't know what I want to read when it comes to fantasy. So I don't know. But I had several fantasy books down there for a while that I never actually got to. So I think I want to pull different ones just so I can jog my memory that they're there. I do definitely want to pull 2 Dark Crowns because I just read One Dark Window and really loved that. So we'll pull that one off the shelf. I think I want to pull City of Stardust. Maybe put that one on there. I'm going to do The Unthinkable. And I'm going to pull Catwoman Soul Stealer. Put it on there too. So I can get rid of my Sarah J. Maas backlist. Alright, let's see. Ooh. I think Divine Rivals was actually on that list for a while, but I feel like it's finally time for me to get to that one. So we're at 4. So one more. One more book to put on that list. And that means I've also saved some space. I can stick some of these in here as well. Woo! I love saving space. All right, let's find out what I want to put on there. I have no idea. There's so many things. There's so many things. Ooh, I think I know what I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put the Undermining of Twilight and Frank. Because I read that one in the fall about 2 years ago, the first book in the series, and I really enjoyed that. So I feel like that's a good choice to go with. All right, my arm is killing me. I'm going to reorganize the books I already organized, and I'll be done for the day. Okay, besties, it is time for some reading updates. However, I must tell you, the travesty, it's not that big of a deal. But there's nothing worse than filming your entire own TBR and realizing that you missed 2 books. Because they were sitting randomly on your shelf over there. And I didn't realize it until I was editing my TBR video, for which I mentioned these 2 books, and I'm like, hey, I don't think that was in the video. Also, this lighting is funky. So, oh, there's trash over there. Okay. Is this better? I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it. How about that? Reading updates. I have them. I'm very excited to say that I have many update. So let's get into it because I do have to go wake up my son from his nap. So we have Black Swan Affair by Kale Craig. I finished this morning and I really enjoyed this one. And I think I'm gonna end up giving it like a 4-star because there were some things about the relationship at the center that was very frustrating to read about. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. I cried. I had a great time. I was absolutely in love with the male main character of the story that I personally wanted the character to be with. There are 2 male love interests. This is a love triangle, which is not something that I would usually say that I enjoy, but this one I feel like it did it really well and did it right to the point where it felt real. I could tell the real and raw emotions behind this person not being able to choose between the people that she wanted to be with. And honestly, well done indeed. I'm so glad that I read it. I'm so glad that I finally picked off another one of my subscription box of books because these ones have been on my shelves for a little while. So glad that it finally got done. So happy that I read it and will definitely be a book that I recommend. And then when I finished that, I picked up the little novella in the Harris Brothers series. It's called End Goal. It's a novella featuring an elopement that happens after Challenge? That's what it is? Yes, Challenge. It was quick. I'm probably gonna give it like a 2.5. It wasn't anything crazy or drastically insane. It was a middle of the road novella. 2.5 is where I'm gonna land on that one. It wasn't a bad book, just right there, smack dab in the middle. And then, you guys, so I had a lot of driving around to do for work today. I was dropping off samples, out meeting clients. I think I stopped at 8 different locations today, so I had a lot of driving to do. And I may or may not have almost finished Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. Mind you, this is on my September TBR. These 2 books are both on my September TBR. It's August 27th, and I'm almost done with this. I'm almost positive that like I'm at the tail end of finishing this book. The last time I checked, I had like maybe 20 minutes of the audiobook left, and I'm obsessed with this freaking book. I'm obsessed. I'm so sad that it's coming to the end of the book. I'm so sad that the story is almost over. I loved it so much. It was cozy. It was comforting. It was the perfect read to listen to the audiobook for. I love the audiobook narration. I love this little town. I love this little cafe. I love the characters. I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed. This one follows an orc named Viv who has spent a good majority of her life being like a mercenary, you know, going out and taking, you know, jobs and killing and hunting and doing all the things that mercenaries do. But she's done. She wants to settle down in a quaint little town and build a cafe, and that focuses all about coffee. But no one in this town or most of the people that she knows anything about coffee. So she's basically starting a business that nobody knows about from scratch, and she just finds these wonderful, beautiful friends to help her along the way. And there's also a female-female romance that's very, very slight in this book. It's not a huge part of the plot at all, but it's definitely there, and I am just obsessed. I'm obsessed. I want to read it again. I'm having a great time. This might be the book that pulls me out of my slump because this book was so good. Also, if you hear the dogs barking, I'm so sorry, but I don't have time to wait for them to stop. And honestly, it could take all day with them. So yes, I'm obsessed. I'm having so much fun. I even put the second book or the prequel on my TBR cart because I think I'm gonna read it because I'm obsessed with this world and I need more of this writing. And I know there's another book coming out in this world soon, maybe next year, and I will be jumping on that ASAP because it's so good. This is my special edition. I do have the original copies in the Barnes & Noble exclusive editions with the deckled edges, which I don't love, but I do have the matching Barnes edition for this one in the special edition as well as the original cover edition. So I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that I read that, and I'm so happy that I loved it, and I'm just like gushing about the fact that I loved Legends and Lattes. I know it wasn't for everybody, but I went in expecting a quick and easy read, but there was also like some things that weren't surface level and very deep about like understanding and love and acceptance and friendship that I am just obsessed with. I'm having a great time, and the magical cat, Yes, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm obsessed. Okay, I'm gonna stop going because I have to go get my son and get him up from his nap and feed him dinner. But I just wanted to tell you guys that I loved it. And my reading is going spectacularly. And I woke up early this morning. I woke up at 6 and I got some work done. I'm editing my TBR video right now and I'm just feeling very productive. The room is relatively clean as it can get at the time right now because I'm also packing for a trip. So I'm feeling just so productive. Okay, I still have to stop talking. I really am, I promise. I'm gonna go now. Bye. Orion, what do you see?
No.
A boat? You saw a yellow boat? Yellow boat? Good morning, besties. Happy Friday. Oh my god, it's Friday. It feels like a much different day because I'm still reacclimating to being in a different time zone, and the flight made it seem like it was the same day. So I feel like it's Thursday, but it's really Friday. Hi. If you guys hear all of the sounds outside, I apologize. I had to have the window open because it's warm in this room. Also, I needed the extra natural lighting because it's really dark in this room to give you guys updates. So the ambiance is going to be an ambiance. So sorry for it. But we made it to Boston safely. We are about 45 minutes out from Boston proper, where my sister-in-law lives, and we're staying here. I do have a few updates, and then I'm going to get on with my family stuff for the day. But I had a lot of reading progress in the last couple of days, so I just figured I'd share it with you guys. I can't remember if I told you guys that I finished Legends and Lattes, but I did finish that and I loved it. I think I already talked to you about it, so I'm not going to talk about it in great detail, but if I go back and edit this and realize that I didn't, then I'll talk to you guys about it. But I loved it. It was so great. I absolutely had a great time. I think maybe the last time I talked to you about it, I had like less than 20 minutes left with the audiobook. Maybe, possibly. Is that right? I think that's right. Yes. So I finished Legends and Lattes. I gave it 5 stars. I loved it. I loved the ending. It was so wholesome. It was so cute. It was everything that I said that it was in the last clip. Everything about it I loved. And I was so sad to say goodbye to that world and those characters because I thought it was great. It definitely has some stakes, but they are lower stakes than most fantasy novels. And overall, I just had Such a great time. Such a great time reading that. And then I picked up Crimson River by Devney Perry, and I read that the entirety of Wednesday, and on the plane I finished it. So I finished it in one day, and I really enjoyed that one. I gave it a 4.5. I think that me being separated from the series for quite some time helped me enjoy it more, because I think that my besties didn't end up loving this book, but I personally had a good time with it. It's not a 5-star like some of the rest of the books in the series, but I still really enjoyed it. It's a small town romantic suspense about a character who runs the coffee shop in this town. Why can't I think of the town? I can't think of the town name. It's not the Edens, is it? I don't know. She's one of the Edens. Her name is Lila. I listened to the audiobook and I still don't know it. Lila. Whatever. She runs a coffee shop in town. Oh my god. I'm so tired. I haven't had coffee yet. She runs the coffee shop in town. She goes out on a hike one day after her sister basically kicks her out of the coffee shop and says, you need a break. You need to go take some time for yourself. She goes down to take a hike and gets attacked by this man. And she's obviously very shaken by that. But this man happens to be connected to a murder case from many years past, and this man is coming to investigate, and he ends up being the love interest for Lila. And now that I'm thinking about it, I can't remember his name either. Vance. My god, my brain is not working. Vance comes into town to investigate the murder. They become very close, and it's a relationship between the two of them. I liked this one. I thought it was a great twist on some of the more traditional romantic suspense novels, where it's like really rocking everybody in this town. For this town, it was really just Lila and her family, and it wasn't as grandiose as some of the other romantic suspense that I have read, but I felt like it was a really nice turn of events, because I feel like all romantic suspense, especially ones in series, tend to read the same because it's the same stakes. The stakes are the same, and I felt like this one was a little bit different, and I really enjoyed that. So for the most part, I had a great time. I'm so glad that I read it, and I'm going to move on to Sable Peak to finish up the series during my little vacation away. I brought the next book in the Catherine Cow series that I'm reading, Shattered Sea, and I also brought Pen Pal with me. So if I can get any more reading done this weekend, I will. I'm also working from this space in the mornings, and then editing in the afternoons when Orion's napping. So I'm hoping to get quite a bit of stuff done during that time, but we'll see. So I'll check in with you guys when I have another update. Hello, besties. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day, Labor Day, Labor Day. I know my holidays really, really well. Happy Labor Day. It is the last day, the last full day of our trip here in Boston. And yeah, it's been a fun experience, a very fun time, very, very busy, very tiring. So that's why I haven't talked to you guys a lot of B-roll, but I haven't really given you guys a lot of, I haven't really given you guys a lot of updates because honestly, I haven't been reading a ton, which is not surprising because I'm literally out all day. And I've been doing a lot of editing and getting video stuff done in the evening, to make sure that I'm not like extremely behind when I get home. So I apologize for the lack of updates, but I did finish another book, so I figured I would talk to you guys about it. I did start and finish Stable Peak by Daphne Perry, the last and final book in the Eden series, and I loved it. I gave that one 5 stars. And again, I think that my besties read the last book and didn't love it, and I don't know, maybe I just took so long away from the series that I didn't have a lot of expectations going in, nor did I remember like a lot of the intimate details of the rest of the books in the series, but I thought these ones were so good. I really loved Mateo's story and this very interesting relationship between Mateo and I can't remember her name. Oh god, me and names, we don't click, okay? Finding out a name of a character in the book is hard enough when I try to remember it. When it's days later than I finish the book, I don't know. I can remember the nicknames of the little girl, but I cannot remember this girl's name. I don't know, I'll put it up on the screen if I can remember her name, but anyways, their relationship was very wholesome and sweet and different from a lot of what Daphne Perry has done in the past, and I really enjoyed that. The dynamic of the relationship was awesome. I loved how attentive Mateo was and how much he was willing to put it all on the line after he realized his feelings for her, and I loved it. They were pushing each other to do new things and reach their goals and become better versions of themselves, and I just loved how much they supported each other, but I just really loved how unbroken Mateo saw this female main character, and he was just building her up every day that he could and was there by her side through the hard things. Even when she felt like she needed to be alone, he was like, no, I'm gonna stick with you and we're gonna get through this together. And it's also a single parent trope, which I adore. I adore a single parent trope, and I especially love it when it's the dad who is a single parent. There's something about that is just so wholesome and heartwarming, and I love watching the female main character fall in love with the male main character's child. Again, something about that is just so special, and I just love single parent tropes, and I feel like Daphne Perry once again did this one really, really well, and overall I had such a good time with it. I'm hoping tonight before I go to bed I can start Shattered Sea by Catherine Cowles, because I will also be reading that on the plane. I have the audiobook and the ebook, and I actually also have the physical book with me, so I can pick that one up, then I definitely will do so. But we're gonna spend the rest of the day. We have some of my sister-in-law's family friends and family coming over for lunch. My grandma is making, or Isaac's grandma is making tacos, so we're gonna do that for lunch, and then Isaac and I are gonna go to Newburyport, which is the next small city over, and go for drinks. So that'll be our last night. They're gonna watch the baby so we can have a little night to ourselves, and that'll be it for the remainder of the day. We're gonna take the train to Newbury, and then we have to come back and pack all of our stuff because we have a very, very, very early flight tomorrow. I think that we need to be there by like 4, and our flight leaves at 6. So it'll be early, and we haven't packed a single thing back up, and it was a struggle to get it packed originally. So it's gonna be a ride. It's gonna be a ride, but we'll get through it. We'll make it work. Hopefully, maybe. Possibly. But those are my updates for you guys. I hope that you guys are enjoying the vlog. It is definitely very B-roll heavy, but I hope that you're still enjoying it anyways. So I will chat with you guys when I am back home in California in my own bed, and I will chat with you guys then. Hey friends, there's definitely a mess in this video, so please just ignore it. I do not have the energy this morning to get it all cleaned up, but I do want to come here and close out this vlog. Okay, that's better. I was getting a piece of sunlight directly into my eyes, but I wanted to close out this vlog. Thankfully, this week was actually a good reading week, which is something that I haven't been able to say in many, many weeks. So I'm happy to be sitting here saying that. It's a blessing, honestly. I'm just so freaking excited that I'm getting back into my reading groove. But I definitely picked up a few books over this week. Also, I really hope that you guys enjoyed the content in Boston, and hopefully it wasn't too B-roll heavy. I didn't do a lot of talking this week, but that's just kind of how everything settled, and I was just trying to enjoy time with my family as much as I could. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. But let's quickly do a rapid fire wrap up because I talked about most of these at length. So Black Swan Affair, I'm giving this one a 4-star. I really enjoyed it. Glad I finally picked it up. I also read End Goal by Amy Dawes. It was a great little short novella for getting me back in my reading groove. It was a 2.5-star read for me, right in the middle. Nothing bad, nothing absolutely fantastic. We'll definitely read the last 2 books in the series to finish it up. The absolutely shining star of this video, Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. I love this book so much. I cannot wait to do a reread. It was absolutely fantastic. 5 stars, so many freaking amazing stars. It was so good, and I am honestly so sad that it was such a short book because I would have gobbled up like 700 more pages of this. And then lastly, I finished up the Eden series with Crimson River and Sable Peak by Daphne Perry, the last 2 books in the Edens, and I really enjoyed both of them. I gave Crimson River 4.5 and Sable Peak 5 stars. Really enjoyed these. So glad that I was able to pick them up and read them, and glad that I can finally take another series off of my list. Alrighty, there's everything for this week. With as busy of a week that I had with traveling and packing and everything, as alongside how much work stuff I had to get done, and you know, all of the other things, my brain goblins, the slump. I'm really proud of how this week went. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you made it to the end, leave a tree emoji for all of the trees that I saw in Massachusetts. It was absolutely beautiful there. And then if you have anything else that you'd like to share with me, feel free to do that down in the comments below. I really hope that you enjoyed this video though. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And of course, leave any comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Thanks, baby.